Good morning. My egg scramble this morning I'm making with tomatoes. This is mostly garden stuff except for the onion. I don't have any more onions out there. I'm going to go outside and pick some Swiss chard. It's so nice that it actually feels like morning out there and it's not burning hot already. My tomatoes are really starting to ripen. They all decided to start ripening at once. So I decided I needed to open one of my containers of feta and use it in my breakfast this morning to try and use it up. I got that feta on sale at Publix when I went to check it out. So this is breakfast, coffee, and an egg scramble with some feta cheese in it. It's a 1 egg scramble. Lots of vegetables. I've decided to make some chili today. I guess the chilly weather last night made me think of it, and I have all these tomatoes, and I have hamburger patties, so I'm going to use a couple of those in this chili. So I'm going to head to Walmart for a few things, and I wanted some saltine crackers, and I miss my oatmeal, so I'm going to get some oatmeal too, and a few other things, not a lot. So I'm heading out to Walmart. I have a small list here, but I might add to it. I don't want to spend over $30 or $40 on this trip because I'm going to make a big shopping trip after I get my Social Security in a couple weeks. I was going to add something to this, and now I can't remember what it was. What was I going to add? Ice cream bars. It just sounds really good, like the vanilla things with the crunchy chocolate coating. I like the ones that Save a lot. We were out of them like a year or two ago, and then they started getting them back, so hopefully they get them back, because I think I'm going to go to Walmart first and then go to Save a Lot for the ice cream bars. And I'm going to try a different kind of oatmeal. I'm going to try still cut oats that are organic and see how I like them. I've only ever eaten the instant or the rolled oats before, but I'm trying to be a little healthier. So, well, now I found a 65 cents off milk at Kroger. I think that makes it about the same price as the Walmart brand. So I'm just going to go to Walmart. So I got these coupons in the mail from a local fairly new coffee place, a 99-cent latte, 16 ounces. My daughter took most of them. And the other day when I picked her up, her and Better Up, she used the buy one, get one free coupon and got me a coffee. So it's only 99 cents. I might do this. Depends on how I feel when I come out of Walmart. I do like my own coffee. I still have some, I don't know. So this is my Walmart shopping haul. I did go to Save a Lot too. I did not get a latte from that coffee place. Instead, I came back and drank my own coffee. Or am drinking it, I should say. So I had a list, but I was thinking about other things like tofu that I didn't actually write down because I have a lot of miso, and miso is so much better with tofu. So this was $2.22. I like the soft. Every one they had there was firm, so that's what I got. They had this organic seaweed. I've never had this brand. I've always bought the stuff in the Asian markets from Japan. This was $3.24 for 10 sheets. I think it's 10 sheets. I've been thinking about making some onigiri, which is why I bought a can of tuna, a very expensive can of tuna. I thought about buying the cheapy stuff because the olive oil does make it taste different, but every time I buy a cheap can of tuna, it's so gross. It's like somebody already chewed it up for you and spit it back in the can. So I bought the expensive one, just one of them. I'm confused. It's $1.98, but it says I got the garlic one and I didn't get the garlic one. I had to double check because I don't want garlic in my tuna right now. So when I make my onigiri, I'm just gonna use tuna and mayo. I have mayo I need to eat up. I don't usually put mayo on my sandwiches, or in like a pasta salad, which has been sounding really good too. I've been thinking about making one of those because I do have some shell pasta in the cabinet that I need, that I need to use. Then I bought some heavy whipping cream. I got the small one because it's outrageous. $3.37 for this little 473 milliliter or 16 fluid ounce carton. Why does it cost that much? This was a cheap one. The name brand was over $5 for this little tiny thing. That's ridiculous. I wanted it to whip with a little sugar and put in my coffee, and also to put in my the vegetable soup that I made, the creamy soup that I made from garden vegetables. So yeah, I'm gonna have that for dinner because I think I'm gonna have chili for lunch if I get to making it real quick. I got half gallon of milk. It's a 1.89 liters for $3.38. I'm gonna put these in the and I got some wee yogurt. It's French style yogurt. I was going to get, I don't know if this has the, yeah, it's got the little cultures in it. I was gonna get some, I usually, when I do get yogurt, which I don't get very often, I used to eat a lot of chobani, which is Greek yogurt, but I don't like all that plastic. If I can do without, that's why I don't buy gallons of milk at a time, even though I could probably use that much. I don't like all the plastic, so I buy the carton milk, and I decided to get the Yoplait. It's the Yoplait brand. It's vanilla in the glass jars because I can recycle those. $1.57, which was, I think it was about 20 cents more than the one in the plastic, the Chobani. And it was like 50 cents more than the Walmart brand, which I don't really like, which is in plastic too. I bought a dozen eggs because I'm always using eggs, and I did think about making some pasta salad. So this was $2.72. And the weird thing is I went to Save a Lot, which used to be cheaper than Walmart sometimes, a lot of times. And like the last couple years it hasn't been. Their eggs, their regular eggs, non-organic, non-cage-free eggs were almost $4 for a dozen. I think they were like $3.79 or some ridiculous thing still. And their cage-free were over $5 for a dozen eggs. So yeah, I'm glad I went ahead and bought these at Walmart. Then I got a loaf of bread, my favorite bread, which was $1.96. I bought some regular steel cut oats. They're the teeny tiny ones. I didn't realize they were small like that. For some reason I always thought steel cut oats were just a giant oat that wasn't processed at all, but these are teeny tiny. Never paid attention. I've never bought these, never had them. I'm gonna eat them for breakfast the first time tomorrow. This little bag was $5.36 for a 1 pound bag, or 680 grams. But this is supposed to be better for you. It's whole grain. So I'm gonna see, they're pinhead oats or Irish oats. So I'm gonna see how they do. They do take a little longer to cook. My regular rolled oats only take 5 minutes. This takes 15 to 20 minutes. I got a couple bananas. They were 33 cents for both. They're little bitty ones. And then I got a couple ears of corn. It's bicolor corn. It's the, I guess, peaches and cream kind. I don't know if you can see that. So the last time I bought corn there, they were 33 cents each, I think. And now they're 50 cents a piece. So I paid $1 for these two. I don't even need to look it up because I remember that. I bought some crackers. I bought the Great Value brand because it's so much cheaper, and I can't tell the difference between this and the, I don't even know what the brand is that I used to buy. It's like half the price, the Walmart brand. So this is $1.74 for a pound, 16 ounces, or 453 gram box. I think did I do my avocados? I got 2 avocados I don't remember if I did this or not. I don't think I did. I got 2 of them. They were 97 cents each, so I paid $1.94 for these. I bought them because I love avocados. They're good for you, and I still have some of that one pot quinoa dish that I made in the freezer that I want to eat. I need to eat up the, so I have that up there, and I also have feta cheese that goes with that dish. So when one of these ripen, I will pull that out of the freezer and make it. All right. So my total Walmart spend was $30.81, and I don't know if I'm gonna put I guess I should just do like a $200 shopping budget, like the max. Like, I'm not gonna try and go up to that, but I keep going over. Even with the garden, I keep going over. So I think I'm just going to say no more than 200 for groceries, and that's, hopefully it's high enough that I won't be going over constantly, because when it's really low, it does help when it's really low, because then I do watch what I spend more, but it's too low. I think it does help me though, because if I think I can just spend whatever I want, then I do. I just, oh, this looks good, which is what I did in Save a Lot. Okay, so Save a Lot, I basically went in there for these ice cream bars. There used to be a brand when I was a kid, and possibly when my kids were kids too, called Eskimo pies. And they're just vanilla ice cream on a stick with like crunchy chocolate coating, like a dark chocolate usually. And I like, some of them have like milk chocolate over top of them, and I don't really like those. They're too sweet. So I like the Save a Lot brand. However, when I went in there, they didn't have any. They had every other kind in this same brand. I don't remember what it's called, but it has the little penguin on it. He's wearing a ski hat, I think. Anyway, they had Nutty Buddy type with a cone and the nuts on top of the ice cream. They had fudge bars. They had all kinds of other, they had toffee bars, which I almost got, but then I thought those are going to be really sweet. I used to like them when I was younger, but they're really super sweet. There was another brand, Mayfield, down the way, but it looked like they were coated in milk chocolate, and they were like $5 and something, so I didn't get them. So anyway, instead I went through the canned food aisle and all the frozen aisle to see if there was something that looked good. And I got some very bad for you tamales. These are the only tamales I like. Hormel. I don't like the real ones that you get in Mexican food places. I don't like Trader Joe tamales. I don't like, yeah. That was $2.79. And then I got some liver cheese. After saying this morning that I was trying to eat healthier, I decided I wanted some lunch meat just to make a quick lunch or dinner with if I didn't feel like cooking. I looked at the bologna and I thought, that's really not good for you, Kathleen. And then I went for the liver loaf, which is not good for you either. However, it does have quite a bit of iron in it. That was my, it has a lot of salt in it too. But there's only a few, maybe 5 or 6 pieces in here. 4 slices. There's 4 slices. Are you kidding me? There's more than 4 slices in here. Nope, there's 4 slices. So it's not going to last very long anyway. And that was $2.29. And then I saw some oysters. And I remembered I have some panko bread crumbs up in the cabinet I need to eat. And I just looked, and there's only like 1/4 of a can in there. So if I make these, I'll have to make some kind of breadcrumbs. I could use crackers. I do still have some Ritz crackers too up in the cabinet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some cracker crumbs or breadcrumbs to make this whole can of oysters. And these were $3.79. I don't know if I've ever had Bumblebee brand. I might have, and it seems like I was probably disappointed in them, but I bought them anyway. I usually get the Geisha brand. We'll see. So I spent $8.87 at Save a Lot for those 3 products. So total was $30.81 and $2.79. No, $8.87. About $40, which isn't bad. I am going to wait till mid-month and do another grocery shop because I have a lot of food right now. I do want some chicken. I did look at chicken, like whole chickens. I kind of want to make a beef bourguignon too. That really sounds good. So yeah, I might buy some beef and I might buy a whole chicken when I go shopping next. So now I'm gonna start my chili and then start working on the video that I made yesterday. So this is my 3rd orange accordion tomato. And I'm just gonna try it, see if it is as tasteless as the other ones. It's slightly tart, but I don't think I like them. I don't think I'm gonna grow them again. So I've got part of 2 brandy ones that were in the refrigerator. And then I'm gonna cut this up. My nose is running because my eyes were watering from cutting up the onion. This one's kind of mushy. This is the Dad's Orange Sunset. Oh, yeah, I think it's got something going on inside there. So I don't think I'm gonna eat this one. That doesn't look good. I got a brandy wine. Yeah, I think I will always grow brandywine because even though it doesn't sometimes produce a lot of tomatoes, it's still a very good tasting tomato. This one is, I guess it is mostly ripe. It's got some weird thing going on over here though. I don't know, I might cut it up. I also like Cherokee purple tomato. They're one of my favorite tomatoes too. It's kind of soft. That one's mushy. I'm gonna compost it. Another variety I like is Aunt Ruby's German green. It's green when it's ripe, but they have a really good flavor too. So I'm going to use my Instant Pot again. But so normally when I make chili or spaghetti sauce, I'll saute the onions with the ground beef. But I think I'm just going to put it all in there raw and see what happens. But I think I'm gonna put water in first, and I'm not gonna mix it. And hopefully it won't burn. I'm gonna put 2 cups of water in here. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. My flowers are looking really bad. The water's really gross. I need to take those out after I get this all in here. Beef bouillon. I'm going to put this in next. I'm going to put 3 of them in here. Put my tomatoes in. And I got a bag of frozen tomatoes. Onions. It was like a large onion altogether. And I have 2 of the hamburger patties that I was hoping would be, well, they're kind of thawed, semi-thawed. I'm gonna put these, break them up a little bit. I'm gonna see, I'm kind of experimenting, seeing if it makes a difference whether I pre-cook the meat and saute the onions or not. Okay. The swallowtail butterfly's back on the zinnias over here. I'm not gonna bother him though. So I'm going to put some chili powder in here. I think it's a him. I don't think he has any blue on him. I think the female has blue on her wings and the male doesn't. It's one of the yellow and black ones. A little bit of cumin. And I'm not going to put the beans in yet. I'm gonna have to open my tomato paste. And I'm not gonna stir this up because I don't want it to be thick on the bottom to give it a reason to burn. I don't remember. It's got more pepper now. Make sure I got this thing on right. It's on there good, so It's on chili. Chili making. Cross your fingers. Okay, I'm gonna go out now and pick veggies and then start working on yesterday's video. Toss those first. So I was just looking at that big squash looking thing that came up on its own out there. And the leaves look huge. And I'm wondering if it's some kind of pumpkin. I have grown pumpkins before. Within the last 5 years or so. So I don't know what it is. But the leaves are huge. I did forget to mention that this is the way my mom made chili. She didn't use an Instant Pot though. That was before her time. But she always put dark and light kidney beans in them. Always. I usually do. Sometimes I'll put pinto beans if I don't have one or the other. It just depends, but mostly I put kidney beans in my chili. So a lot of UK YouTubers I noticed make like a vegetarian chili. They put lentils and sweet potatoes, which doesn't sound good, but part of me wants to try it too. It would be a lot healthier than ground beef, but I might someday try that. Maybe when my sweet potatoes are ready to be picked, I might do that once, maybe a small portion. I do still have lentils in the cupboard that I need to eat too. Okay, I'm gonna go outside now. Strawberries are looking really bad. I pulled off all the, maybe not all of them. It's blooming again. Clip all these. I'm gonna try and save some of these seeds. Oh. These are drying. Celery really looking bad. I got a marigold. And I don't know if those are violas or not. I planted a whole bunch of seeds in here. Oh, it's huge. Here's all your friends. I don't really want to spray because I have tried to wash them off with water, spray of water. It didn't work too good. But the butterflies have also been hanging around. So going to move you over. Come on, get on the leaf. There you go. Gonna move you to munch on the aphids. Okay. From there. There, oh, my. There you go. Go, go, go. Good. Good job. I don't know if you can tell the colors, but they're purple, green. Can't really see them though. I guess you can see the green a little bit. Very pretty. There he is. So this is all I got today. So it's cooled down. My chili is cooled down, but it was still kind of thin. It does taste a whole lot better since I added those bouillon cubes. But it was thinner than I like, so I added some navy beans, a can of navy beans in here. And now I'm going to freeze part of it and put some in the fridge for tomorrow. So one lupin has died. Persimmons are still, some of them are hanging on. My raspberries did awful this year. And they're full of these little white bugs again. More babies. So for dinner, I am warming up some of that soup that I made the other day with my garden vegetables, and I added a little heavy whipping cream in here. I just want a little bowl because I'm going to make probably a BLT also. So I want it on regular bread because the brioche is a little bit sweet, but the best by date is today. So I'm going to go ahead and use the last one up. I saved one of my ripe tomatoes for this. And I have a tiny bit of lettuce that isn't all wilted. It's starting to get floppy, but it's just enough for this BLT. Now I gotta go make the bacon. It's my last 2 slices of bacon. This is how I make bacon, cook bacon now. I put it in between 2. This is the only reason I buy paper towels. And these actually were given to me by my daughter when I was watching her dogs, so I still have like 3 or 4 rolls up there. But I always just put it in between 2 paper towels, and well, I use half. And it soaks up the grease, and it makes it crispy. I think I forgot to say I microwave it. Yeah. And it usually comes out pretty good. Sometimes it overcooks it, especially if you put them in the middle. There's a fly in my house. So my bread is toasted. I think I'm gonna stick it in the oven. So the fly doesn't land on it. The fly's dead. I cut a really big, thick slice. I'm using regular mayonnaise instead of my Miracle Whip because the bread's a little sweet. A little mustard. Got my bacon. A little part of it got a little overcooked. I don't know if you can see that, but that's fine. Tomato. It almost fits over the entire bun. This lettuce isn't looking too good. It looked better before I turned the light on in here. That's dinner. I'm going to try the soup with the heavy whipping cream in it. I think I like it better with the heavy whipping cream instead of just plain. I froze two little servings with just the water in it. I didn't put the heavy cream when I froze it, so I have 2 more servings in there. And the BLT. It's so good. Even though it only has 3 ingredients, well, if you don't count the condiments. Well, I guess if you count the bun, it's 4 ingredients. But it's so simple, but so delicious. Okay. I'm gonna go eat my food. I did a small load of laundry too. I need to check to make sure it's dry. I was running out of t-shirts to wear. I'm gonna try and work in the garden tomorrow. So I washed some towels along with one t-shirt so I could, I have pants, plenty of pants, but I don't have any clean t-shirts to wear out there. So y'all, thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye. Hope your weather is nice. It's so nice here. It's cool. It gets a little bit hot in the afternoon, but it's not like it has been. The humidity is so much better. And I hope you're having perfect weather wherever you are. Bye.